Number 21 for today in our notes, so that helps us keep everything in order. Today we're going to talk about something called the distributive property to rewrite each algebraic expression. Guys, does it say we're solving anything? Does it say I'm evaluating anything? No. So last week we evaluated where it would tell us what the variable equals. Does this tell me anywhere what number n is waiting on? No. So guys, we are not actually solving them. We're not evaluating them. We are just rewriting them. All right? It's very important that you realize you're not going to find like an answer. You're just going to rewrite it. All right? So a couple of things I want us to talk about before we get into the word distributive. Do y'all see the 6 beside the parenthesis? All right? I'm sorry. Let me pause. Let's focus inside first, because order of operations says parentheses first, right? So inside these parentheses, that says n plus 4. Now guys, if it does not tell me what number n is waiting on, can I do anything with n plus 4 right now? No, that's a letter, a variable. That is a number. We cannot add them together. Doesn't work, all right? So right now, I cannot do anything inside of the parentheses, okay? So I've got to start looking elsewhere. So outside of the parentheses, what do I have? I have this 6, right? Now this 6 is right next to those parentheses. So what operation is it? Raise your hand, please. What operation is it when a number is right next to something? What operation is it when a number is right next to something? Faith? Multiplication. Okay, so what operation are we talking about right now? Multiplication, because 6 is right next to those parentheses. Okay. So now let's talk about this word distributive property. All right. So today when y'all came in, I had the papers ready for you to pick up as you walked in. But most of the time, I'll distribute them to you, correct? Can someone tell me, in that context, what does the word distribute mean? Emily? To give them out, right? Now here's my question, guys. When I'm distributing your paper, am I going to go, hey, okay, Ava, you get one, Cameron, you get one. I'm going to skip Brandon. Caleb, you get one. I'm going to skip Faith. I'm going to skip Tina. Kate, you get one. Adriana, you get one. Is that how that's going to work? No, when I distribute those papers, I'm going to give one to every single person. Do y'all agree with that? Every single person in this classroom is going to get one. All right? So, what's going to happen, guys, since I cannot add these, I'm going to take this 6. What operation am I doing with the 6? Raise your hand if you can tell me. Blake? I'm multiplying, but now here's the thing, guys. It's being multiplied by the parenthesis. So what that means, guys, is this 6 is going to be passed out. I'm going to pass out the 6 to the n. Can I just stop with the n? No, I can't just give Ava a paper and not give everyone else a paper. I've got to also give it to the 4. All right? Now, again, what operation am I doing with that? Multiplication. Okay. So y'all see where I've passed out the 6 to the n. How would I write that multiplication, 6 and n? How would I write those multiplied? Cameron?
You don't have to write the multiplication sign. You just write them both together.
I just write them both together. Excellent. So 6 times n is going to be 6n. Have I done any of that addition right now? Am I worried about adding anything together? No. So I'm going to keep the plus sign there. We're just going to keep it there. Write it in. All right, then we're also going to do 6. We got to pass it over to the 4. What operation am I using when I pass the 6 to the 4? We're multiplying it. So 6 times 4, what does that give me? 24. Okay, so guys, our goal was to rewrite the algebraic expression. So now instead of it having parentheses, it just says 6n plus 24. Guys, which one of these looks a little bit nicer? The second one, right? Right? This process is the first step when we get ready to talk about simplifying. When else have we talked about simplifying? Where? Fractions. We would take a big fraction and we would simplify it by making it smaller, right? We're taking this expression where it has parentheses and stuff, and we're making it a little bit smaller. All right, by just putting it together so the parentheses aren't there anymore. That's our answer. That's our answer. It looks a little funny, but did it say to evaluate it? No, I'm not having to work it out, guys. I just want to pass the number out that's by the parenthesis. We're going to pass the number out, just like we pass out our papers, okay? All right, so let's look at number 2. We'll look at number 2. So what number is it that I'm going to distribute into the parentheses? Emily? The 15. So the 15 is right next to it. So I'm going to pass 15 to 2. All right, I do want you to draw those arrows. All right, I do want to see those arrows. So I'm going to pass 15 to 2. What operation am I doing when I do that? What operation? Okay. Multiplication. So what does that give me? 15 times 2. What do I get as an answer there? Katie? 30. Have I done anything to the addition sign right now? No, so I'm going to keep my plus sign. All right, have I passed out 15 to everything, Cole? No, what else do I have to pass 15 out to? The R. We're going to pass 15 to R. And when I do 15 times R, what is that going to give me? How am I going to write that, Annabella? So we're doing 15 times R. Now remember, that's a letter. We can't actually multiply that. All right, but there is a way to write out 15 times R, a little bit easier. Michaela? 15R. You just put it right next to each other. Okay, we're just going to put it right next to each other. Okay? Any questions about those two? All right. Okay, so guys, I'm going to skip down, all right? So I know, guys, a lot of you are like, oh, this is easy peasy, and you might be working ahead. I need us to stop, all right? You're going to have plenty of time to get this done in here, all right? So let's please, this is something brand new. I don't want you to miss anything, all right? So let's look at number 11 together. Can we look at 11? All right, what do you notice is different about number 11? Cameron?
There's a letter right beside a number.
Yeah, so inside the parentheses, this time it says 2R. Now, guys, here's my question for you. This says 8 plus 2R. Can I add those together? This one's talking about R's. Does 8 have any R's? No, so that's 8 plus 2 R's. We can't add those still. All right, what else do you notice is different about this one? Okay? The number that we're multiplying is in the back. All right, guess what, guys? That doesn't change anything. All right, I'm still doing multiplication with the 4, correct? Because it's right next to it. I'm still going to take my 4, and I'm going to pass it to the first number. What was the first number in my parentheses? 8. So, guys, I still pass it to the first number first. So what does that give me? What does that give me, Larry? 32. Keep your plus sign, because we're not doing that addition right now. All right, have I passed 4 out to everything in those parentheses? Nope. Gabriella, what do I still need to pass 4 to? The 2R. So I'm going to pass it out to 2R. Now, guys, this time when I multiply, can I just put 4 in front of the R? No, it's already got a number there. Okay, that actually makes it even easier, I think, because we're just going to do 4 times 2. And what do we get? 8. And what has to stay with that 8? The R. All right, and that's our answer. So these are nice. These are like my favorite because they're super, super easy. And they're kind of fun because you're just like, rainbow. All right, yes? What about 7 through 9? You're going to do those for homework. We're not doing the whole worksheet. Okay? So 7 through 9, these have a minus sign. Oh, I see what you're saying. So these have a minus sign. Instead of writing a plus sign in your answer, what are you going to have in your answer? A minus sign. You just bring the minus sign down. Good question. All right. Kate? Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about now. So are there any questions about those first 3 that we just did? All right. Cameron just asked a really good question about that minus sign. You just put a minus sign in your answer instead of a plus sign. Okay? All right, so let's talk about these down here at the bottom, guys. These are the hard ones, all right? So if you have decided that you are just a genius and are working your homework ahead, please stop. Okay? The top part was easy. You'll have time to do it. We got to talk about these. All right. So it says here that we're still going to rewrite the expression. What do you notice is different about these expressions? Are there any parentheses in them?
No.
Nope. So guys, we're going to rewrite the expression by factoring out the GCF. Now guys, when this says factoring right here, we're going to be doing the opposite of the distributing that we did up above. Okay? So I'm going to go back up for just a second and kind of show you what I'm talking about. So on number 1 and 2, I had a problem that had parentheses and I made them go away, correct? This time I'm going to take a problem that does not have parentheses and I'm going to put them back. All right? This process is going to be really important as you progress in solving equations. So like 8th grade year and 9th grade year, factoring is going to be super, super, super important, all right? So this is like the framework for it. This is our foundation. Okay. Factoring out GCF. What does GCF stand for again? Brandon? Greatest common factor. Greatest. Greatest is the key word there. Common factor. So does it just say a common factor? No, it's the greatest one. All right, so what that means for us guys right now, hopefully we're still familiar with all of our multiplication facts, all right? All right, I want us to think for a second. I've got the number 5 and the number 20. What is the biggest number that will go into 5 and into 20? What is the greatest number? Lyric? 5. 5. 5 will go into 5, right? And 5 will go into 20. Okay? So guys, think about on distribution, we were multiplying, right? We took the number on the outside and we multiplied it. We're doing the opposite. So what operation do you think we're going to do this time? Okay? We're going to divide. All right? And Lyric just picked the number that I'm going to divide by. 5 is the biggest number that goes into them, so I'm going to put a 5 right here on the outside. Keep my parentheses there. Okay. All right, so guys, what we're doing is we're creating the parentheses. How did I get the 5? Someone remind me. Where did the 5 come from? Emily?
How much it goes into 20?
The biggest number that goes into 5 and into 20. So guys, I'm actually, instead of multiplying it and putting it in, I'm going to divide it and take it away. I'm going to take it out. So right here, 5 divided by 5, what does that give me? 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. All right, and we keep our x. All right, and then I'm going to do the same thing to 20. Again, guys, that plus sign stays there. We're not adding anything right now. 20, we're going to take the 5 out of it, so we're going to divide. 20 divided by 5, what does that give me? 4. That's what I'm looking for in your answer. Okay. All right, so let's look at 17. For 17, what's the biggest number that will go into 12 and into 3? The biggest number that will go into 12 and into 3. Kaylee? 3. Okay, so that's the number I'm going to put in front. So I'm going to remember, what are we doing when we're taking it out? What operation? We're dividing. So I'm saying 12 divided by 3 is? 12 divided by 3 is? 4. Keep your V. Plus 3, taking out the 3. 3 divided by 3 is? 1. Questions about that? All right. So we've just rewritten it. Here we had it without parentheses. I rewrote it to where it has parentheses. What do you think I could do to check these answers? Okay. I could rewrite it again. I could distribute it. What's 5 times 1? 5. What's 5 times 4? 20. So when I rewrite it, we would get back to our original. All right, guys, let's look at number 19, and then I'll let you finish out the rest. I'll have the rest of the class period, which is a good 20 7 minutes, all right? So, what's the biggest number that will go into 18 and into 27? What's the biggest number that will go into 18 and 27? Emily? 18 will not go into 27, all right? So you can check that in your calculator. 27 divided by 18 does not give you a whole number. Annabella?
9.
9. So 9 will go into 18. 9 times 2. 9 will go into 27. Okay?
Don't there be like more numbers that you put outside of the card?
There are more numbers, but again, we've got to pick the greatest. So if you picked a number smaller than 9, then that's not going to work. So let's try that. Let's see what would happen if that happened, okay? So let's say I picked 3. Will 3 go into 18? Will 3 go into 27? Yeah. All right, so guys, if I pick 3, all right, 18 divided by 3 is 6. And then 27 divided by 3 is 9. All right, guys, let's look at 6 and 9. Is there still a number that will go into 6 and into 9? Yeah. So, yeah, it's like fractions, but we're trying to simplify it. Guys, if there's still a number that will these, we have to pick something bigger. Now, what did we already say was the biggest number? 9. So let's do our 9 and see what happens. So 18 divided by 9. So we're using 9. 18 divided by 9 gives me 2y plus 27 divided by 9, 3. Is there a number that can go into 2 and into 3? No. So that's what we're looking for, guys. We don't want any other number to be able to work. Okay? All right. I'm going to turn the lights on so you can keep working. We have the rest of the class period to try to get this done. What you don't finish is homework.